This week on Whitetail Edge.
Hi, and welcome to Whitetail Edge. I'm Ben Rising, your host, and this week we're following Tim Woods after he goes after a really big whitetail buck in mid-December.
Whitetail Edge, presented by Woodbury Outfitters.
Well, as you can see here, it's end of July, first part of August, and everybody's got food plots on their brain, and I'm no different. So what I've done here, I've actually got some, you can see it kind of looks like corn, but it's not. It's sorghum. I got some grain sorghum in here. There's soybeans, radishes. There's just a melting pot of everything kind of in here, and I've got some soybeans I've got planted over here. I planted some turnips over there, just a little bit of everything smashed in here. And I had an area, you can see where I'd come in here and I've worked the ground up. Kind of did a couple lanes down through here, kind of give the deer just that little edge variation to follow. Whitetail edge. Get it? This hunt you're about to watch with me here, it's the buck I named Stax. He's in a food plot, you know. I did all that work back in July and August the previous year, and that's when you got to put the time in. You get to reap the benefits during the season, but you got to put the time in the off season. And that's what I did. I actually had some turnips and clover and stuff planted in that food plot, and those deer were coming out of the timber. They were staging up in that food plot before they headed out to the bigger fields. You know, kind of the history with Stax is he's not an overly old deer. I had some pictures of him. I figured he was, you know, maybe 3.5, maybe 2.5. The first year I started getting pictures of him, I noticed he had a split brow, and he was just a beautiful 6x5. I got numerous other deer, you know, some good deer that are on the farm, and you know, I'm kind of watching them. You know, one's probably a 6.5-year-old 10-pointer. So we're getting later in the season, kind of rolling up on shotgun season, and you know, I don't gun hunt. I'm an outfitter, so I had a full camp that week. What I did was, I remember it was fairly warm, so I went in and I just freshened up my mineral sights real good for the week of gun season, slapped my cameras up, and just left. So I went in right after gun season, and I knew you know, looking at the forecast, we had some colder temperatures coming. So I run in there and I pulled all the cards out of my cameras, checked them all, and wouldn't you know it, Stax is right in the middle of the daylight, like 5 o'clock in the afternoon one night. He's just pounding a mineral. I'm like, all right, now he's back. So the history repeats itself like it did the year before. About December, mid-December, like he did last year, he ended up staying on my farm throughout the whole season. Well, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and seed this into turnips, seed these little lanes out. We've got some rain forecasted here, so hopefully the turnips get seeded good and they get a drink here before long in the next 24, 48 hours. I'm going to go ahead and seed this. You sit back and enjoy this episode of Whitetail Edge, me hunting Stax. Well, today's December 9th, Monday, December 9th. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm heading into my farm a little bit early, solo cam style, so it'd take me a little while to get everything set up. The good plus is my third arm base is already on the tree. All I gotta do is carry my tree arm in, get it set up, and I'll be good to go. So that's the plan. I got a west-southwest wind. Scout look says deer gonna be on their feet tonight. That's a good tool to have. I've checked it. I rechecked it, and I checked it a third time. The wind should be good. I got kind of a low pressure system coming. Should hopefully get deer up on their feet. The moon's right, so we'll see what happens. It's gonna be cold tonight. Single digits, getting down to single digits. So it ought to be a good night. just tore up. I mean, tore up. And we just got, the snow just, we just got the snow. Plus a little bit more. We got a little bit last night. And you can tell they were in here last night or this morning on the way back to bed. Starting to move a little bit. It is cold. I think we just got that 6x6. I'm not 100% sure. It looked good. It felt good. Oh, awesome buck. Awesome. He come in here posturing and all these other bucks. I can't let that deer walk. He's awesome. Well, the kids are at wrestling. So they are not going to get to come, but I had to go home anyway before I blood trailed. I needed to get my 14-week-old bloodhound. She's gonna be a tracking dog. We're gonna go in and put her on the arrow. We're just gonna kind of let her kind of decompress once we get in there and see how she does. You ready? We gotta get her harness on. You ready to go to work? You ready to go to work? Huh, sis? Huh? And I'm just gonna stop and let her smell the arrow and smell the hit real good. And then we'll go from there. I don't think he went very far. I'm pretty sure I seen him go down. But I got down and just looked at the arrow. You ready? Hang on. Come on. My cameraman's on my string. Just gonna kind of let her decompress a little bit. There was a lot of deer in this plot. Come here, sis. Come here. Come here. A lot of scent for her, plus the snow and it's cold. We'll see how she does. What do you got? Good girl. Good girl, sis. Good girl. Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Huh? That him? Good girl, Seth. Good girl, yeah. Good girl. You go right to him. Good job. Good job. What do you think? Wow. Yeah. I think that'll do. Well, here he is. We got a tag on him. Got him propped up here. Gonna do a hero for you. Show him off a little bit. What a beautiful buck. Awesome 6x6. Flip brow tines. Makes him a 14 point. Just an awesome deer. I got some pictures of him last year, and he was probably in that 130 class, 125, 130. And this year he obviously he put on some bone. Hate to see what he would be like next year, but what an awesome deer here. West Central Ohio.
What a great buck. Congrats, Tim. Thanks for teaching us how to do it. Hey, thanks for watching us on Whitetail Edge this week. Hope you was able to learn something on watching Tim. Tim's a great hunter, one of my best friends, and I really enjoy watching his hunts. And I can't wait till someday maybe me and him can get back in the tree together again. But anyways, follow us on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram, BenRising204. Look for the other guys on the team. And thanks again, and tune in next week for another Whitetail Edge web show.
Whitetail Edge is brought to you by Rocky, Hoyt, Big Time, HHA Sports, Redneck Hunting Blinds, On Time Wildlife Feeders, Whitetails Unlimited, Advantage Ag and Equipment, Michael Waddell's Bone Collector, Black Widow Deer Lures, Hawk Tree Stands, Hunt from Above. Be sure to follow Whitetail Edge on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.